Alright, so let's do CVE-2019-18634. So deploy the room. Done. So CVE-2019-18634 is, at the time of writing, the latest offering from Joe Vennix, the same guy that brought us the previous vulnerability that we used in the security bypass room. This one is slightly more technical, using a buffer overflow attack to get root permission. It has been patched but affects versions of sudo earlier than 1.8.26. Let's break this down a little bit. In the security bypass room, I mentioned briefly that you can add things to the sudoers file in order to give lower privileged users an extra permission. For this exploit, we're more interested in using in one of the other options available, specifically an option called pwfeedback. This option is purely aesthetic and is usually turned off by default, with the exception of elementary OS and Linux Mint, although they will likely now stop using it. If you have used Linux before, then you might have noticed passwords typed in a terminal usually don't show output at all. pwfeedback makes it so that whenever you type a character, an asterisk is displayed on the screen. Instead of the sudoers file, it is specified like this. Or inside, not instead. Inside the sudoers file, it's specified like this. Here's the catch. When the option is turned on, it's possible to perform a buffer overflow attack on the sudo command. To explain it really simply, when a program accepts input from a user, it stores the data in a set size of storage space. A buffer overflow attack is when you enter so much data into the input, it spills out of the storage space into the next box, overwriting the data in it. As far as we're concerned, that means that if we fill the password box of the sudo command with a lot of garbage, we can inject our own stuff in at the end. This could mean that we get a shell as root. This exploit works regardless of whether we have any sudo permission to begin with, unlike in CVE 2019-14287, where we had to have a very specific set of permission in the first place. So here's the proof of concept. Just a Perl command. In this command, we're using the programming language Perl to generate a lot of information. There's just loads of A's, loads of A characters, and no ops as well. And we're passing the sudo command as password using the pipe operator. Notice that this doesn't actually give us root permission. Instead, it shows us an error message, segmentation fault, which basically means we've tried to access some memory that we weren't supposed to get access to. This proves that a buffer overflow exists and we need to exploit it. The particular exploit that we're going to be using was written by Salim Rashid. This is a program written in C that exploits the CVE 2019-18634. In reality, buffer overflow attacks are considerably more complicated than in the explanation above, so we're not going to go into a huge amount of detail about the program, what it's doing exactly, but you can imagine it's doing the same thing as in the explanation, filling the password field with rubbish information, overwriting something more important that's in the next box with code that gives us a root shell. I've already uploaded a compiled copy of the code into the VM, so all we need to do is run it. The next section is interesting and useful if you ever need to use this program for a CTF or other hacking challenge. It's not essential for completing the run. That is the process that you would use if you were to download and compile the program yourself. So it's just we'll get the exploit. First, you download the program. In the case I used wget. Source code can be found on the GitHub. But if you're interested, I would highly recommend reading through the code to see what it does. I can't read C, so I'm knackered here. But appears to be some kind of technology. Alright, so do we need to compile it? I thought you said it was all on the machine. Yeah, I said I've already done the compilation and uploaded it. All you need to do is log into the machine and run the exploit. Should get it anyway, why not? Let's get rid of you. No! I fucking hate this shit. No, go back, we're doing the overflow. Okay. Alright, so the room is called, this is what I was after, the name of the room. Oh no, wait, it's open. There we go, I just clicked on the different thing. So we want sudo vulns pwf. GCC. Right, so we get that one as well. Okay, so let's fire up a terminal. SSH. He's changed it from 222 to 444. 4444. Try hack me, and IP is now 1345. Try hack me. So we're logged in. Use the pre-compiled exploit on the VM to get a root shell. So is it just here? Yeah. Sudo try hack me. Oh wait, no, it's just done it. Nice. Root. That's savage. So it actually does it as like part of the password request. Okay, so cat etc no cat root txt. The buffer overflow rules. And they tell us that one as well. Cool.